Hello and welcome to PandaCraft, and if you follow me on Twitter, which is @GamerNZ, you would have seen that I did a whole lot of recording, and for some reason it dropped the audio, so there's no audio, and I've got an hour and a half worth of clips, which I'm going to play with anyway, so it won't actually be an hour and a half. So I put on a straw poll to see what people wanted to talk about, and the two only things that got voted on, try and remember what I was doing, and random facts about pandas. So that's what we're going to do. At the moment, why am I farming? I'm farming everything. I don't know why, but for some reason I decided to do farming. And farm the whole entire farms on everything. And yeah. So first I better explain, my video schedule has been slightly out of whack at the moment. A, because this happened. So of course, it means I had to go and find stuff to record over top and everything like that. And one of a very good friend of mine that I met through YouTube had passed away earlier last week. So I only found out a little bit later than what I probably should have. And I only had one day off. I had to work 3 weekends in a row, and also had to go to Auckland, the next big city, and pick up a new car and everything like that. But hopefully we will get it all back into line and get all my days back to normal, so we can try and get everything on the 1 video a day schedule, hopefully in the right order. Going on about pandas now. The lifespan of a giant panda in the wild is about 20 years old. Captive pandas can be up to 25 to 30. Going from that, it's because they get medical care and everything like that. Do you ever see a vet doing house calls to a panda in the wild? Not so much. The eye spots, so the circles around the eyes on a panda cub, are normally a circle, but as they get older it turns into a teardrop, which is why Yana has on her skin, she's got a panda and it's very teardroppy, that obviously meaning she's an older panda. Pandas apparently still on the extinction list, only 1,000 left in the world. And they're hoping to get it up to 5,000 by 2025. Endangered species list since 1990 due to a lot of over-farming and poaching. Now, I wish I had something cool like a panda in my country, but I don't. We had them on loan once from the Chinese government. They loaned us some pandas for doing something, and they were at the zoo and people went and saw them. What? Oh, Chinese philosophers believe that the universe is made of the two opposing forces, the yin and yang, and the panda is one symbol of it, with its black and white fur. And they believe that the gentle nature of the panda is how the yin and yang bring peace and harmony when they're balanced. Obviously, people have not met Yana. She is a panda. She's a noisy panda. She ain't gentle. She get mean and nasty. She beats up on that tiger. Poor Ross. And apparently, hundreds of years ago, tribes that were having a war in China would raise a picture with raise a flag with a picture of a panda on it to stop the battle or call a truce. Now I'm going to in pre-edit speed this frickin' farming up. Why am I farming for so long? I was probably talking about something really exciting. No, I'm looking back at the footage and I just actually can't remember what I was probably waffling on about. So pandas have apparently lived on Earth for 2 to 3 million years. The red panda and the giant panda share the same habitat and diet, and both are also endangered. However, the red panda is the raccoon family, and the giant panda is in the bear family. And some scientists believe because it's so special, it should have its own family group. So not be a bear, not be a raccoon, be something. Legend says that the pandas were once all completely white, like a polar bear, and a small girl tried to save a cub from being attacked by a leopard. The leopard killed the girl, And the pandas came to her funeral wearing armbands of black ashes. And as they wiped their eyes and hugged each other and covered their ears so they couldn't hear, they smudged the black ashes everywhere. Okay. Pandas can stand up on their back legs. However, because their little legs aren't strong enough, they don't tend to do it very often. Panda's bones are twice as heavy as the bone of any other animal the same size, apparently. And they're pigeon-toed, so their front legs are always pointed in. And they can't run. They do a slow trot, as opposed to a black bear, which goes as fast as a horse. And this is why the pandas are extinct. A, bitch won't get out of the way. 2, the female panda ovulates only once a year, and only fertile for 2 to 3 days of the year. That's your issue. Sort out your reproductive system, love, because that is why you have no kids. Because you only got 3 days of the year, and you're only once a year you come in heat. I mean, really? The panda cubs are normally born in August or September, and are the size of a stick of butter. Now, we don't have a stick of butter here. I have seen sticks of butter which look like 250 odd grams. But that's 250, 125 grams. Because we get 500 gram blocks, and I've seen them, and it comes in like 4 pieces of that. So, I don't know. The cub is pink with white fur and a long tail and no teeth, with its eyes closed, and by the end of the first month it's got all its spots and its eyes open around the end of the month. And a baby panda is nearly 2 months old before it's the size of a human newborn baby, and nearly 2 years old when it leaves its mother's side. Could you imagine a kid not leaving your side for 2 frickin' years? Oh my god. 2 frickin' years. Pandas don't have a visual memory, they have a spatial memory to locate their home range area and preferred patches of bamboo. And spatial memory is basically the ability to remember a location. So pretty much they have inbuilt GPS. So that way they can find where they're going, I guess. And I'm still farming away. Come on, why are we farming so much today? It takes about 5 years for the female cub to become an adult and 7 years for the male. We won't even go down that road. There are only 240 captive pandas in the world. The rest are all wild. They're part of a breeding program. The cat bear is the Chinese panda that lived 8 million years ago. About half the size of the giant panda, apparently. Pandas have plantigrade feet, which means the entire foot, the toes and the heels, all touch the ground when walking, very similar to the way we walk, as opposed to like cats and dogs where it kind of hits their toes. Mother pandas in captivity give birth to twins more often than in the wild. So if we could pop 2 out each for those that are in captivity, but it doesn't tell me how many girls, how many boys, so that may not work. Half the newborn pandas born die from diseases or being squashed by their mum. A pair of breeding pandas needs 11 square miles of land, whereas a solo one only needs 2.5 to 4 square miles of land to survive. Panda fur worth 60,000 to 100,000, I'm guessing that's US dollars, on the illegal trade market. Because the pandas stay with their mother for as long as 3 years, that means that they may only raise 3 or 4 cubs in a lifetime, because they obviously don't want to have another one while the one's walking around. Pandas will spend 14 to 16 hours a day eating bamboo. The rest of it, they're asleep. Apparently they can make 11 different sounds, 4 of them for only used when searching for a mate. An adult giant panda weighs 200 to 300 pounds, which is 90 to 135 kilograms for those using the New language. They're about 3 foot tall, which is 0.9 meters, and about 5 foot long, 1.5 meters long, and the males are about 10% bigger. The fur may look soft and silky, but apparently quite thick and wiry, and can be about 4 inches, which is 10 centimeters long. No one really knows why the giant panda looks like it does. There is obviously the background from before, the ash that got smushed everywhere, and some believe that it's the black and white markings to keep it at a steady temperature, or so they can avoid each other, or the black spots around the eyes to make the eyes look bigger and scarier, and others are because it's camouflage, light and dark in the forest. While the panda's face is cute, it is not chubby. It gets its shape from some massive cheek muscles. The jaw and cheek are so powerful that they can chew those stainless steel bowls you get your dog for water, chew those into pieces. Because they can bite through, a bamboo just like that, which we would struggle with an axe. It apparently has a special lining inside the throat to stop splinters getting in there. And they have 42 teeth. And just like us, they have a baby set and an adult set. Am I still farming away? Because I have to keep going back and having a look and seeing what I'm doing. So yes, even on double speed, I'm still farming away. So that was 35-ish panda facts for the time being. I'm guessing in the next episode I will possibly do some more. And till next time, see you then. Bye bye.